When I walked into Goodwill, I was scared. I was scared I was just going to fail again. There was a glimmer of hope, but that was it. And if that hope was extinguished, I would just be Failure Eddie again. I'm Eddie Rickenbach. I'm the manager of the Guides, and I've been with Goodwill for 12 years. Going into my senior year in college, I was on path to graduate magna cum laude. Then I became depressed. Things got very difficult. I barely graduated. After graduation, I got my first job, and that didn't last long. And then I got another job, and that didn't last long, and that cycle continued to repeat itself. When I arrived at Goodwill, I felt like I was a failure. I had been suffering from depression for 10 years, and I felt worthless. I felt hopeless. I was homeless. I was financially destitute. But when I walked through those doors, things really began to change. I was able to see a therapist, and the therapist said that I had persistent depressive disorder. That's when you have depression for years after years, and characteristically it does not go away. And that made sense to me. I was able to accept that diagnosis. I was able to accept treatment. And I do realize this is a battle that I'm going to fight for the rest of my life. But the reality is I now have hope. I have the ability and the tools that I need to push through this.
Do you like eggs?
Eddie represents what Goodwill is about because he truly embodies the mission. He's someone who came to us with barriers, maybe a rocky history, and has taken all the resources and opportunities available to him at every level, whether it's the store, on the mission side of the company, moving up within retail, moving up within mission, and he's really grown and seized every opportunity. He really raised his hand and said, I want to do more, I want to be more, and at every level he has risen to the challenge and performed extremely well.
This is your stability, this is what's happening,
Yeah.
This is your life right now.
Yeah.
My job as a guide is to meet employees really where they are and try to figure out what their goals are. Usually those goals are going to be in 3 key areas that we explore with them, and that's education, employment, and finance.
Eddie was my guide. When I came to Goodwill, he was my guide, and he helped me with a lot of things. He helped me with credit. He helped me with finding a new goal in my jobs and what I wanted to do for the future.
Well, I think there are a lot of advantages to going to a credit union.
While I was working at Goodwill Industries, and Eddie was my guide through those 2 years I was there, and also enrolled in school full-time during that time. And I was, in my personal life, surrounded by a lot of negative and toxic people who were causing me to have a negative outlook on life at work and at school. Eddie was able to help redirect me and to look at more of the positive side on things despite the situation I was in.
Yeah, Eddie is a person that went through a lot in life, and that with his experience of going through life like that, he takes that and he shows other people how to get through it.
His gift for developing others has really been able to grow as he's been with the Guides team. He is one of the best people I've ever met at developing talent and understanding and helping to guide people to things they can work on and things they can become better at. He's truly one of the most gifted, not just managers, but leaders I've ever met.
My future outlook is to find ways to continue to help people. Hopefully we can find a way to grow the Guide program, to reach more people, to reach people in our community. My future outlook is to educate people on mental health and how that can actually stop their progress. I think with those two combined, we can help so many people within our organization and outside of our organization. I want to be a part of figuring out how to do that.